What's up, your boy phone another reaction? In today's video we need to talk about Duke by Matt Be Great. Yeah, Duke, y'all choked. When was the last time Duke won a national championship, my nigga? Like, y'all done had all these super teams, y'all get all these 5 stars every year and just can't win. Like, oh, 2015, yeah, 2015. That was that team with Grayson Allen. That was that team with Cat, Devin Booker. Was that team? No, I don't think that was that team. Yeah, I know Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen. Is that look for he look for me. What this nigga name is? I know who that is. Mhm. Quinn Cook, Titus Jones, Justice Winslow. Okay, that was a little squad. Yeah, that was Duke last natty. Cade and
It's the
Boozer.
most infamous saying on this channel. Winners win and losers lose. And I can't give you a better example than what happened with Duke and UConn. You can't explain it. It's just reality. Winners win. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great start to your week. Hope all of you having a great Monday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, I hope you guys have had a great as a time watching all these March Madness games as I have. It's been a blast. There's plenty of stuff we got to talk about, but the main focal point of this video is going to be the Dukies and that insane, blasphemous, whatever word you want to throw in there, finish versus the UConn and Dan Hurley Huskies. Gotta throw this in there before we go any farther. Big shout out to Kalshi for sponsoring this video. Kalshi is the largest
Bro,
across the country, but promo code Matt be great.
Kelshi, come sponsor me, my nigga.
I gotta say to you about and speak on in this video, but let's start with this. That was one of the best games and one of the wildest finishes
That boy shot that bitch from half court.
you're ever going to see in this entire tournament. And maybe in the next 5 or 10 tournaments, or who knows, maybe your entire life. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. What is the big headline? And heck, I brought it up. It's not that, oh, UConn, they fought back from down 18 or 20 points, 17 points, how many points they were down. We didn't talk about that. What did I say? Oh, my goodness. Duke blew another one. They blew it last year against Houston. They're up by 20 in this, but not only that, you're up by 2. There's 7 seconds to go. Clock's ticking. Why are you even trying to attempt that pass? Well, foreshadowing. I'll speak on that. I was about to say in a couple minutes, but we'll speak on it right now. Let me throw this out there at the very beginning of this video. Let's just clap it up to UConn. I want to give them all the credit in the world. I'm not trying to disrespect them when I say, oh, Duke should have won that game. If you watch the game, you know ball, you know, and you agree with me. Duke, they should have won. They were the better team. But sometimes in sports, that's why they're awesome, if you got to ask me, the better team doesn't always win. Even the team that plays better in the game.
That's what niggas love so much about March Madness. Any team can win, my nigga. Like,
Team doesn't always win. And that's what happened. I didn't even think Dan Hurley coached that well in the game, but one freak play and bada bing, bada boom. You're not even going to overtime. You won it.
we're in the final for. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a buck. I haven't really caught up. I haven't even been watching the games. Like, I'm gonna give it a buck. I've been watching the highlights off TikTok. The niggas that be slowing it down and shit using a slow mo. Today. Ooh, Michigan versus Arizona. Ooh, damn. Who y'all? Ooh, that's about to be a real dog fight. Koa Pete versus Yaksu. Give me Yaksu though. Yaksu could shoot. You know what I'm saying? Koa Pete, I don't know. Koa Pete can't shoot. Koa Pete just a big nigga that could dunk. Just an athletic freak. And that ain't gonna work in the NBA because there's other athletic freaks in the NBA. Niggas that's more athletic than you.
regulation. But here's what I want to speak on, and I don't want to make this a super long and lengthy video. I feel so bad. I said this yesterday, I'm going to say it again. I feel so bad for the Duke players terribly because, especially Caden Boozer, my goodness, how is that guy going to sleep? Not last night, not tonight, but for the next year. Because unfortunately,
probably for the rest of his life, like shit, this shit gonna stick with him forever.
When I look at him from this point on, you look at him, anybody else looks at him, we're going to go, oh yeah, that's the guy that cost Duke the game and a shot at the national championship in March Madness because he threw that dumb pass. And let's call it for what it is. It's a dumb pass, and he's a good player, but just a very, very, very bad decision. I feel terrible for the Duke players because not only do you got the ball with 10 seconds left, you inbounded it correctly, you got it to the middle of the court. Really just hold on to it. They'll foul you. I believe Duke, did they have a timeout? I think they did, but still, I don't know. I'm still dumbfounded as to when I'm making and filming this video.
And Isaiah Evans, let's not talk about Isaiah Evans not pinning his hand up in that white boy face that shot that three.
As to how Duke
not contesting that shot.
Lost that game. If you would have told me when they were inbounding that they'd inbounded correctly, the clock would be ticking from 8, 7, 6, and they have the ball in their hands, no way. No way. I'd have believed you, even for a second, that Duke could lose the game in regulation. This is worst case scenario. You get fouled, you go 1 for 2 from the free throw line, or I guess you could go 0 for 2, and they hit a half-court shot. But the fact that UConn got the ball back and they got as good as a look as they did, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. And y'all know this, I'm not a Duke fan by any stretch of imagination, but my heart, it goes out to a Duke fan.
I'm a LSU fan, and LSU suck. The basketball team suck, my nigga. Every now and then we get a good player, like Cam Thomas was our last good player, even though he done got waived in the NBA. We don't know if that nigga gonna be back in the NBA. We're gonna be seeing that nigga 1v1 in LaMarcus Peters soon.
And it goes out to the Duke basketball program, the players, everybody affiliated with them. Let me throw this in there because I saw some people on Twitter talking about, why didn't Isaiah Evans contest the shot? And they say that it's ironic or it's a big coincidence or whatever you want to call it because his burner, not a burner, but like his second account on Instagram's username is Get a Hand Up, and, he didn't get a hand up in that. You got to understand, as a former basketball player myself, I understand what he was thinking. Who was the guy, whatchamacallit? Why am I drawing blank on? The guy who shot the three. What is his name? Man,
nobody know that nigga name, man. Let's be for real.
What is his name? It's going to drive me crazy. The freshman. Oh, yeah, Braylon Mullins. Braylon Mullins was at a half. He was at 1-2 steps in from half court. You're not thinking to contest that. He was actually in good defensive position. He just pulled it, and it was actually better than running at him because if you run at him, he might have gotten closer for the shot. Think about this. You don't want to be jumping at a three-point shooter from half court because what if he had a pump fake and then you jump into him or at him and then he's shooting free throws? Then you even look like a bigger idiot. Sure, Isaiah Evans could have jumped at him or lunged at him a little bit more than what he did, but he was like me when the play was happening. I was in shock. You saw it, the Duke players, everybody.
Yeah, nigga was probably in shock. Yeah.
He was in shock when that shot went in, but even before the shot went in, because you're like, wait a minute. How did UConn get the ball? And next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, boom, the game's over. UConn won. Isaiah Evans was in pure shock. He's sitting there going, how in the world did I even get in this moment? And you don't even have time to think. There wasn't a timeout or anything. Boom, he pulls it. And GG's. And shout out to Braylon Mullins for hitting that shot. I can appreciate the shot because it wasn't some lucky bank shot. If that had been a bank, I'd be even more frustrated because a bank shot's horrendous. Like, I talked about the Kentucky bank shot with Otega Oweh against Santa Clara. That is pure luck, and I hate that. Because for those of you that don't know, I hate to insult your intelligence, but some people are like, no, man, a bank shot skill. No, it's not. If you bank a shot beyond the three-point line, which is always unintentional, that means you missed so badly, you got lucky enough it went in. If you hit the backboard on a three-point shot, you didn't even come close to hitting your target. So, getting back on track here, don't even get me started on a bank rant. I could go on and on and on. Point is, he swished it. It was a fantastic shot. So I'll do a nice little clap for Brother Mullins there. And no, I was not clapping with my hands, just to clarify. It was a special ending. Dan Hurley, he's Dan Hurley. He's going nuts. He even had, all over Twitter today, the viral clip was going around where he wasn't headbutting the ref, but he was extremely close to him. And even I wound up tweeting out about it. What did I tweet out? Hold on. Let me pull this up in live time. Dan Hurley's a psycho, but we know this. I said, on a serious note, how is this not a tech? It's also insane Hurley would do this up by 1 with 0.5 seconds left. For those who don't know, after that shot went in, Hurley is testing the ref. He is head-to-head with him. I saw some people saying, it's because he couldn't hear him. I don't care. The fact he was even putting himself in a position to get a tech, staring down that ref, and getting head-to-head with him, if not touching their clothes, is insane because what if the ref calls a tech there and then Duke gets the ball, shoots 2 free throws, and you lose? You'd be the biggest, not even villain, I don't know what you'd call it, biggest chump of all time, like a chum bucket employee. Everybody's talking about how stupid you are. How do you even explain that? That dude was nose to nose with the ref. But anyways, moving along here, getting that out the way, like I said, there's a lot of different things I want to address in this video. I may not even get to all of them. I don't want to make this a super long one. Duke was playing with fire this entire tournament. I think it's quite clear and obvious the 2 best teams in this tournament left. There's only 4, Arizona and Michigan. That's the championship game if you got to ask me. Whoever wins that, they're going to win the championship game. It's not going to be too difficult. No disrespect to UConn and Illinois, but that's just how I feel about it. And Duke, even if they would have beat UConn, although I did pick them to win the championship in my bracket, of course things change once you see them play, I don't think Duke would have beat Michigan or Arizona. Heck, we don't even know if they had to beat Illinois, but let's say they get past the Fighting Illini. Am I picking Duke to beat this Michigan or Arizona team? Heck to the no. No way. Michigan or Arizona both would be shutting down Boozer, the better Boozer twin brother. We know which one that is, Cam. And once you shut him down, Duke's just, yeah. Now, the problem is it's much easier said than done to shut him down. He's still going to get his, but nobody this year has been able to shut him down, really, so that's why Duke's been winning all their games. But Arizona and Michigan, oh, yeah, they got the size. They could shut him down, and they'd make the others beat them, and I don't think the others for Duke could beat Michigan and Arizona. Matter of fact, I don't think they could compete with them. So I guess that is like a good thing because it's not like we're going to be missing some legendary matchup, in my humble opinion, with Duke and the.
Yeah, give me Michigan winning. I ain't gonna lie. Give me Michigan winning the natty. I ain't gonna lie. The niggas love Elliot Cadeau. Oh, you so divine, Elliot Cadeau.
Winner of Michigan, Arizona, because I don't even think Duke has been that great in the first place. They got fortunate to come back and beat Siena in the round of 64. They almost lost that one. And if Siena had some depth in a center that could make a layup or a simple dunk, they'd probably lose that one. Moving along here at topic number 7 or 8 in this video. It's time to have a serious conversation with Duke. Last year, they by far, I know Florida won the national championship, but this is March Madness. We know it's the team who gets hot and the team who matches up better with whoever they play with. Florida did not have the best team in the tournament last year. Who had the best team? The Dukies. They had Conk and Nipple and Cooper Flagg, one of the best college basketball players and players in general I've ever laid my eyes on this same dang team. They had a great center, just overall best team. They're up by 9. I remember this. I'm going to look it up. It was 64-55 with a minute to go against Houston. Houston actually got teed up for reaching across the inbounds line, I believe. It was something like that. They're up by 9 with a minute, and they blow that one in heartbreaking fashion. And now in back-to-back years, I don't really feel too bad for Duke fans because I'm not really a big fan of them. Heartbreaking losses. And when is the last time Duke has won a national championship? Was it 2016? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. It's been a minute. Hold on, I gotta look it up. Actually, my apologies, it wasn't 2016. It was played in 2016, but we consider that the year 2015 where they beat Wisconsin. It's been over 10 years since Duke has won a national championship. And that's why college basketball, or what would you call it? The college basketball tournament? No, we just call it March Madness, but to win a NCAA championship in college basketball is one of the most difficult things out there. I mean, look at all the talent that Duke has had since 2015. I'm talking about star talent, and they haven't won a national championship. Now, do you put that on players? Do you put that on March Madness being so difficult? I mean, it's so hard to win, 6 straight games against 6 really good teams. If you're in the tournament, you're a good team. I don't care if you're a mid-major. That means you won your conference championship. You got to get hot. You got to get streaky. You got to be playing great basketball. But it also seems like, well, dang. I mean, to be Duke and to be always competing for it and to be the quote-unquote blue blood of college basketball, they should be doing what UConn's been doing. Multiple championships. They got multiple championships in the past 5
Yeah, UConn went back to back.
years. Duke should bare minimum be winning a championship with their talent every, let's say 4 or 5 years. We'll give them benefit out. Let's say 5 years. They don't have one in the past 11 years. So can we really consider them the cream of the crop, the upper echelon? I don't know, because how do we base success? Championships. We don't talk about runner-ups, so why do we keep putting Duke on this pedestal? If you got to ask me, we got to put UConn on the pedestal. I mean, they are the cream of the crop in college basketball. Dan Hurley, you can like him, you can hate him, it doesn't matter. But he is the best coach in all college basketball, and he currently has the best program. It's the most infamous saying on this channel: winners win and losers lose. And I can't give you a better example than what happened with Duke and UConn. You can't explain it. It's just reality. Winners win. They always somehow, some way find a way to win one. And it's vice versa. Losers, in this case, an example, the Dukies, the choke artists, whatever you want to call them, they're always going to find a way to choke, and that's what they've been doing for the past 10 years. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We'll see what happens in these games. But as it stands right now, I just have a hard time believing the winner of Illinois, UConn, doesn't matter who it is, can even compete with the winner of Michigan, Arizona. I could be wrong, and I guess I need to start thinking about it. What if, and let me ask you guys this question, what if UConn can somehow, some way win another championship? I mean, it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
I don't know. They're going to have to shoot a lot of threes. They're just going to have to be shooting like Ohio of Miami.
It'd be ridiculous at that point. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let me know your thoughts down below. But
Mitchell, like, comes to shop and about deuces. What the fuck?
In this video, I'll be going over the